Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm joined with my dad again and we're going to talk about Delhi some more. So in this video we are going to talk basically about partition and how Delhi changed after partition, na dad?
Yes, sir. Before partition, the last 10 years between our independence and that decade, which was difficult to understand. The better thing you should read the book of Ahmad Ali's Twilight in Delhi. It gives you the complete picture of how royal the Delhi was and how the standard of living of those people. The chase to
Nawabs.
originally, basically, the two grist you will get during that period. Even Hindus and the Muslims, they had that rich culture of
People
Delhi.
were rich in Delhi
Yeah,
back then.
rich, total in heritage and culture. Royalty.
Noblemen.
They are noblemen. And the chaste Urdu, beautiful Urdu, they used to speak.
There was a lot
And,
of
yes, there was
importance
lot,
of culture, art,
arts,
poetry.
everything was there. Right from the Mughals, the tradition continued itself. People lived still with those things. But the money, the financial economy used to come from this Punjab and Uttar Pradesh, Doab region, that's our
Doab.
region.
It was
But
one
they
of the
were not so sophisticated as these Delhi people.
sophisticated, right word for Delhi.
They hated the Punjabis or even Awadis because the Delhi had a rich culture. We can't just imagine it. Therefore, you should read the Twilight in
Delhi book. It
by
was
Ahmad Ali.
it was written by a
Ahmad Ali.
author named Ahmad Ali, and after partition, he was forced to move to Pakistan.
Forced.
William Dalrymple in this book actually goes out to Pakistan to meet this author, and this guy had become like a madman at this point.
Yes.
He hated Pakistan.
Pakistan like anything.
He just wanted to be in Delhi.
He loved Delhi like anything. Actually, he was professor.
Yeah, he
had
was
gone
the professor.
to China for.
Yeah, he had gone to some foreign country.
No, China. He had
Yeah.
gone to China on
For some lecture.
University as a basis. But later on, when the partition was came, he thought of coming back to India. But then our ambassador told him, if you will go to India, they will kill you. Therefore, he went to Karachi instead.
On his lecture, business trip, he was forced to go to Pakistan instead of his home in Delhi. Because in partition, people were getting killed. Majority of the Muslims fled Delhi at that point.
And they got settled and they were just disabled, I can say.
Yeah.
Because they were nowhere. Because the rich culture and the way
their roots only had disappeared. This guy had like a big house, like he was a nobleman from a big family in Delhi. And after independence, all he had to do was he had to go to Pakistan only at that point.
From China, he went to directly Pakistan. Before that, the Shaunak, there were many of the Delhi people settled in Karachi. But that poetry, that taste, but this Ahmad Ali totally became psychotic and become little bit of what can say as a mad person. He loved Delhi so much. He hated Karachi, he hated Pakistan. Who has made this mess? He shouted like anything.
His book also got banned in Pakistan. He was a best-selling author in India. But his book Twilight in Delhi did not even get published in Pakistan because they were so right-leaning, very conservative. They did not want to glorify India and Delhi back then.
Basically, Delhi. He glorified Delhi like anything. That puzzle, he wanted to solve. William Dalrymple wanted to solve those puzzles. Why Delhi is still attracted so much? Even after these ruins, after this partition, it was devastating. Totally.
Independence destroyed Delhi.
It destroyed Delhi in all ways. Therefore, he started to know everything about who all those people settled during partition.
Yeah.
And where they all got moved.
See, imagine there was this huge culture in Delhi, like this is a hub of everything. Like poetry, like writing books, everything.
Everything was there.
And suddenly after independence, there is nothing there.
Yes, during independence itself.
During independence only.
That decade itself started collapsing. Therefore, William Dalrymple, he goes to Cambridge. Where his grandmother's friend was there, Iris something. she told about how the Delhi was class.
Yeah.
She compared Delhi with London. London was nowhere to be compared with Delhi. Delhi was such a rich place.
Yeah, it was one of
Yeah,
the
one of the-
richest cultural
yes, sir.
places in the world.
And she tells it the way they constructed Delhi, this new Delhi, imperial place. During the same time, the Nazis, Germany also constructed same capital city at Bern.
Yeah.
And even this fascist Mussolini, he started
Italy.
constructing in Florence,
Hmm.
the big size of imperial buildings. But compared with all those things, during that time, they wanted to show that how powerful we are. All these three, you can see, imagine how they wanted to show themselves as how they are powerful. Though Britishers' way of thinking is different, but at the same period, all these three types of construction started.
Before independence, the Britishers ruled Delhi, no?
Yes, yes.
But they still allowed this cultural thing to happen in Delhi, no? Because of all these rich
Yes,
Nawabs and all.
they lived it
They
parallelly.
lived among us only.
Yes, they lived it. It was a parallel thing.
Hmm.
But they hated, Lutens hated about Indians in all the way.
Hmm.
He never thought we can sit along with those people and think.
Hmm.
Indians are not able to think according to our style.
Hmm.
They are very low way of
Yeah.
thinking, Indians. He used to discriminate India like anything.
But he used to enjoy the lifestyle in Delhi.
Yes, that is the
Hypocrisy.
hypocrisy and you can say contrast of Delhi. He blended perfectly the fusing of this east and west. He has done perfectly. You can see even in Rashtrapati Bhavan, which was called Viceroy building. At the center, the dome itself is a neo Buddhist dome. You can see the cupolas, the chhatris. From where he has mixed, intermingled, but still, when he compared with West and East about architecture, he disliked his own architecture of Rashtrapati Bhavan, about Eastern influence. This is the way we can see it.
No. I wanted to know about the cultural thing, no, ba? Before independence, those partition years, and before like centuries also, Delhi was this cultural hub.
Cultural hub.
Even
because
now,
they
Delhi,
had that noble support, no? That king support was there. Therefore, this poetry, this artist, they all lived
Shairi,
in
Mirza Ghalib,
everything.
everyone.
Yes. You can see, mahfils used to go on. They all, that is the poetry language.
The king and the nobleman had a liking to this.
Liking to, usually you think that all these things will actually get flourished only when there is an autocratic rule. In democracy, you can't get these things. Only when there is an autocratic rule, king is there, then only these types of poets, these writers, these artists flourish like anything. You can't get it in democracy, you can't see that because king is there for them to flourish them, those things. He was the supporter, he was the bread giver for
the
those
king
things.
does not need the votes of people, he does not need to play a thing for the masses. He is the king, he will do whatever he likes.
Therefore, much of the best things you got, what I was telling that Germans, Nazis, they all constructed the same type of imperial buildings during that same period. When we got our New Delhi, they the same time, even Mussolini of Italy, fascism, they all constructed the same thing in Florence. But nowhere you can compare the imperial of Delhi. You can't see anything. If you go through this iris, that old woman who settled at Cambridge, they were a very high
her uncle
people.
was some rich
Cambridge University, almost all they were Cambridge
he was a big
fellows.
English
People,
East
fellows.
India Company officer, his uncle, her uncle also, no?
She liked like anything, and she told
for context, all these rich East India Company like nieces and nephews, they got exclusive entry in all these mahfils in Delhi. They loved to be a part of this Delhi culture. They wanted to come to poetry readings. They all wanted to take part in the culture of Delhi.
And that huge vastness of this Delhi, if you compare with any other city,
they used to go on horse rides with
riding,
something.
everything you can see, hunting, everything. And she, in that way, she tells William Dalrymple that even his father hated of constructing New Delhi. His uncle hated, her uncle and her daddy, her father, they were against constructing of New Delhi. Because they knew about the history of Delhi, right from Pandavas, brethren.
Yeah, you cannot build in Delhi.
You can't. You can't. If whoever has constructed Delhi will not rule it.
Delhi, Papa.
Shah Jahan, you can see the Firoz Shah Tughlaq, and lastly you can think about These Britishers themselves has gone away from.
No, Delhi was ruled by Britishers, Papa. They considered themselves as these intellectual people,
Yes.
but they still believed in the myths of Delhi.
Yes, Penny believed it in this. Yes, they had a broad mind. If you think in those lines, you can. We let us even the other brothers. Many of them still settled at Delhi, but due to this communal hatredness, they moved to Shimla. Some Hagsby sisters, they stayed. They got mad.
Lot of people don't know this. After the independence, lot of Anglo-Indians stayed here.
Even English.
Lot of English
people also settled here only.
Yeah, they settled in Kasol,
India itself has their homeland.
India,
They
lot
settled
of
in
people
Ooty.
fell in love with India.
Yes, they settled in Ooty, but many left Delhi and they got settled in Shimla, Kasoli, Ooty.
The horrors these Anglo-Indians faced later for loving this country.
Not only Anglo-Indians, even the Britishers who settled here, they faced a lot. The fascination of Delhi, you can see even William Dalrymple got settled here. The British news broadcaster Mark Tully, he is settled here. The fascination of Delhi and mainly about India.
India.
That is why I want to say that right from, you can see from Indraprastha, that culture has come up till now.
When we think India is actually the most cultural country in the world, we have so much culture here.
The continuous and the whatever and whoever has conquered India, they have left some marks.
Yeah.
Even those things India got absorbed and created a new culture. And that is the best thing of India. The fusion of all those cultures made India such a rich country.
Yeah, Delhi was this identification card for the culture of India. Papa,
That's a total as it is.
Yeah, whoever ruled Delhi
model as
ruled India for that reason.
For that reason. Total India, you can see in Delhi. If the Delhi is a miniature of India. That's all I can say.
Even in this day and age, when there is a lot of food, water, and everything, Papa, still writers, poetry, artists are not getting paid anything.
Yes.
The cultural shift that has happened post-independence, I think after 1950s only World War II, the people of many countries, they are not interested in art anymore.
No, that the struggles what they started facing, the
even
economical
after,
and settlements, they were disturbed and they got distressed. They shifted to many other different places. There they had gotten settled. You can see many, even these Punjabis who came from the West Punjab, now it is called as Pakistan Punjab. They were very much troubled. But Punjabis were hard workers. They worked hard and many of them became drivers. And they earned like anything. And later on they became neo-rich. Which was the main dislike for these Hindus and Muslims of Old Delhi.
People,
they started hating Punjabis.
That period in Indian history is a very dark period of Indian history, I think, Papa. But because there was so much struggle, you are uprooted from your home where you had lived for hundreds of years, and you had to start fresh somewhere without anything. This Ahmad Ali only, the guy that wrote Twilight in Delhi, how much he struggled in Karachi. People did not let him
to live there.
They did not let him publish his book. And when
he was a disgrace for them.
Yeah, he was a disgrace because he loved Delhi, he loved India.
He loved a lot of Delhi. Many of those people who got disabled from Delhi,
in the book, Papa, William Dalrymple actually goes to his Haveli in Delhi. Ahmad Ali's, and there were like 20 families living there.
From Punjabi
families
who have been uprooted from Punjab, they got settled here at Punjab.
This nobleman, a writer, gets uprooted to Pakistan, and like Pakistani Punjabis, like 20 families are coming and staying there.
In his house, in his Haveli.
Both are unhappy in life.
There are many such Havelis.
Like many of them.
Yes, they are so beautiful. You can't imagine the way the culture of Delhi. One should just go and watch those Havelis. No, they are not of the same kind. But still you can imagine those things.
No, Papa, in Chandni Chowk, you can actually see the lentils of these old buildings.
Yes.
Now it is like
there
occupied.
There are many Havelis. Yes. Chandni Chowk.
Like poverty is what is happening in Chandni Chowk now. But if you go and look at the lentils and the designs and the architecture of the building, you can imagine what kind of rich people used to live here.
They said the Havelis, you can.
And all of them are still there only, Papa. All these buildings, they are there to tell this story.
They are getting deteriorated.
Yeah, they are getting
They are
deteriorated.
crumbling or everything. Even that Haksar Haveli, which was very famous, Hindu family, which was a big family, they settled. But you see that this partition was the worst thing.
Worst thing for this country.
If partition was not happened, we were very rich in all respect, we can say.
India was going to be the best country.
Globally powerful country.
Yeah.
Now we are nowhere. But
Britishers did this horrible thing, Papa. They divided this country so brutally that even after so many years, still Indians have
the same thing that that Irish,
divide and rule.
William Darby hates, no? Britisher have thinking of Delhi himself itself. British have done. They have cut it in the unkindest way.
Unkindest. No, Papa. They shifted for hundreds, for centuries. India, this Hindustan that people these days are calling, it reigned from here, from Sri Lanka till Kabul also.
Yes, Kabul was a part of India.
Yeah.
It was
the Afghanistan.
Yes, it might be Afghanistan. That it was the entry point.
Entry point to India. India was so huge back then. Now they butchered India and went away, Papa, Britishers.
It was not like that. It was golden hen.
Yeah. They did not want to
let go. Thanks for Gandhi. Otherwise, we would have not thought of these things. But another aspect is that Delhi, even Delhi people, either Hindu or Muslims, they never liked any other part of the Indian Delhi persons because they always thought they themselves very much superior.
Yeah.
And their chaste Urdu, their culture, they like anything. That I am telling, no?
No, Papa.
But if you go to the other parts of this, before this Britishers taking this Delhi into their hands, we shall talk about the 1857, the uprisings and Sepoy revolts, mutinies.
No, I want to end this video with this thought, Papa. India has this India and Pakistan thing is only happening since 70 years. Throughout the centuries, India...
No, in 1919, some Muslims, they started that Khilafat movement.
Muhammad Ali Jinnah.
He later on, Muhammad Ali Jinnah was a Congress leader. He felt neglected because he also thought himself very aristocratic. He was an aristocrat. He thought himself very more superior.
These people have divided. Britishers, they have left 80-90 years ago, Papa. I'll finish this point, Papa. They have left 80-90 years ago, Papa. While leaving this hold of India, they did something so horrible like partition, and the effects of it are still.
It was not like that. The way they wanted to control India.
Yeah, they were.
How they could control India?
They wanted to destroy us from within.
No, it was not destroying. They knew the clashes between Hindu and Muslim was going on. Therefore, they used that one. Therefore, they claimed that one. They made division. First, in 1905 itself, they divided Punjab, East Punjab and West Punjab. Bengal, they have divided East Bengal and West.
Nobody played divide and rule better than Britishers, Papa.
Because they want to control that.
It is so easy to control people when you divide them.
It was become difficult to control the Punjab and Bengal. People were getting frustrated with these things. Therefore, to control that, they divided the Punjab.
In Pakistan also was divided East Pakistan and West Pakistan, no?
That same
Bangladesh.
thing.
Same thing they did everywhere.
The same Punjab, what they have divided, Punjab, East Punjab and West Punjab. The East Punjab remained with us, West Bengal remained with, whereas East Bengal and West Pakistan together they got to made as Pakistan along with this northwestern frontier, which is a buffer state, where no one can rule that area. And Kuwait, which is also other place, what I can say this. The Sindh was there, which was silent and very good place. These things, Balochistan.
Indians, there is in entire history only you look, Papa. In India, no, whoever a foreign invader that has come, no, he has used us only against us.
Yes. Right,
we are so dumb, we get divided so easily against our neighbor.
Yes. No, you don't think of simply telling that we Hindu got.
No. All
Hindus
religions.
themselves, they only.
All religions.
Even
in
Babar
general.
was caught from the same Muslim person who was ruling this place. He caught Babar to attack Ibrahim Lodi. Babar was nowhere interested in coming to India.
A Hindu king only asked him.
No, a Muslim king from.
He was also an Indian.
Rajasthan, from Rajasthan. He told Ibrahim Lodi, you can conquer Ibrahim Lodi.
This desire for power in India.
For India, they have supported always. And they are telling them simply there's cunningness. Nothing is cunningness. If a king was shrewd, no one would have ruled it. You can see this Tamil Nadu. No one got
a hold of
Tamil Nadu.
They are still so united.
That culture is different. What I would like to say. The other places were controlled by and ruled by this Muslim Islam. Got even for a few years that Arcot was ruled by Muslim king, but overall Tamil Nadu had its own rule. Yes, I want to say.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is all for this video. I'm sorry this video is a little chaotic, but in the next video we'll talk about how Delhi came into the hands of Britishers, Papa. From Mughal to Britishers. That is a beautiful, fascinating story, Papa.
Yes.
Huh? Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys liked it, and if you have any doubts about Delhi, leave them in comments. Bye guys.